I would love this. That would be very, very cool, because you take away what would probably be the counter pick.
Nice.
And it's going to be the Renekton mid, most probably for Lava here, meaning that we're going to have a situation, unless you want to go for the Rumble support, but that's really out there and not something that we see very often.
Has also played 2 games of Rumble in a row.
Well, yeah,
so
I'm embracing the flexibility of patch 11.11, okay? Yeah, lock it in.
Fly's like, yeah, I'm going to play it this time. That looked good.
You're going to play it into Gnar now.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's completely fine. Oh, no. A lot of priority here, but otherwise, maybe a fresh. I think the Kench. Yeah, Kench I think is better.
I feel like Alistair could have been good too, but it was taken away.
Yeah.
And there you go. Tahm Kench comes through. Things kind of make sense. You know, we have 2 comps that are very obvious in what they want to do when you look at them at this point in time. And yeah, here we go. Fly's going to be on the Victor. Curious to see. So,
Varus is a pretty strong pick, you know?
Yeah, this is actually a nice amount of damage, but they're looking to turn it. Nice pre-flash there from Fly. Avoids the stun and is able to get out alive pretty easily that time around.
Crisp from.
And as I say that, Dread and the Hens are getting in there. The teleport comes in, but already the catch goes on the Dread. Now they're looking to turn it around. They catch down Delight. Chaos Storm is getting some damage done, but the rest of BRO is able to get out of there alive, it looks like, although has to flash away. They get that Rift Herald, and it looks kind of like a bit more was given over to Afrika, but it was just the 1 kill, and the Rift Herald was secured.
I think they might be able to pick up another plate here, though. If they get 2, then you've already kind of dealt with the pressure that Rift Herald gives you. And that was an interesting situation, because I'm not sure what happened with Kiin there. Kiin was standing on his top side, and I don't know if it was either because there was no vision for him, respecting the possibility of Fred Abrium baiting him into walking into unwanted territory and getting blown up. Because if you look at the minimap here, you can see the wave is way ahead, right? And the team must be communicating out what do we want to do. The moment this play gets started up, you get the teleport to come in, and then you realize that without Kiin, not nearly as much pressure, but the moment he joins the fight, Fred Abriel knows we can't stay here, we need to get out. Hoya's Mega Gnar is timing out, and it was thrown. And now seeing these comps in action, personally, in terms of how these 2 should play out, mine.
Well, hence, nice flash, and the Devourer will be there, and they should be able to get away. The Chains of Corruption kind of not doing anything at the end of the day. Just trying to disengage. And now Lava's still on a ward, but he's got a ward of his own. Knows that he was spotted. Will be able to back in safety.
Now Vamti walks into this brush. He's not falling for it.
He knows.
Oh, does he?
No, he doesn't know. And now he's going to get flashed on and bear slapped. Vamti taking a ton of damage and will be going down. The flash in response out of Fly. He's able to get out of there, but a couple of flashes for the kill right before the Infernal Drake onto the enemy jungle seems pretty good.
That's definitely worth. Hoya also nowhere near the fight, doesn't have the Narbat charged up of the Muramana, but eventually he will get there. This is, maybe this is the problem. We just need to ask every other region nicely to let us scale into the game like this.
If only. I think they figured that out 3 years ago. Fly is alone, and he doesn't have a splash. And even Hoya was there to get in on the action. He didn't actually do anything, but you could tell he wanted it. And that's not the first time we've seen that, even in the series. Remember game number 1 where he got caught on the
end games quickly.
Maybe
then we'll play the game instead of sit on nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, this is kind of what happens, Chronicler, you know? You get excited about a team, and then everything falls apart. Afrika, though, they're playing this pristinely, and they deserve to take this win. They're going to pick off Hoya, and they're going to get their free Infernal Soul. Thank you very much. There have been 4 kills in this game.
He's doing it to taunt us.
Umpty's just going to start ulting random 3 items.
You can't walk up here. There's nothing you can do.
He's going to die. 2 shot flags. Nice amount of damage comes in, and BRO says, finally, we want to fight. But the disengage is perfect from the side of Afrika. Laser is going to miss. Dread does take a bit of damage. The shot flash will miss. And you can see now Delight, he's down an ultimate. There's no further engage that comes out. All the ultimates are down here from Bro. Everybody has to flash away. Mega Nar's coming up, but everybody else is just too low. And there's not really... You can run really fast around the rift and get a lot of vision down, you know? Yeah. Get in there and slap some people, and that's about it. As okay, a really deep teleport coming on in, but already a lot of damage being done. But this is a huge flank coming in. That is a nice ultimate in the wall, but look at the backline. They just disappear. They melt away, and Afrika is so far ahead at this point in time that there is nothing that Fred and Breon can do. As we gotta take a look at the replay and see just how quickly the Fed, Jace, and Victor with Infernal Soul got rid of that backline.
Unbelievable. And I like the Hail Mary attempt here from Fred and Breon, but it echoes what we were saying before. Fred and Breon, you needed to make these plays like 15 minutes ago. You could have done this exact same thing, and then you can still win the game, but now the damage is there. There's nothing you can do. And they just get absolutely demolished here, Valdez.
Yeah, just deleted out of the game, and that's going to do it. This is the culmination. It all happens in about 2 minutes, but this is kind of what we were expecting. You can't draft a team fighting composition that is looking for picks and then play passively until you get desperate 30 minutes into the game. That's not how you win. And Afrika play an outstanding game number 3. Definitely a really good look for them. It also helps when your opponent isn't really on the rift as well.
The LCK is really interesting that they somewhat consistently show the good moments, but then they never seem to be able to kind of build upon what is there and progress beyond that. Yeah.
You were talking about the Udyr. I want to...
Kiin has, I think, done more damage. That not quite everyone ×2, but he does have more damage than everyone combined.
I mean, like, even let's think about today as well.
Oh, I don't know. No. That
I think he was top damage in every game, even game number 1. Maybe Lava was number 1, but he's just doing Kiin things. It's good to see Kiin in form. We're not going to look at the bottom half of Fred and Breon's damage. Again, it really comes down to the fact that they decided they're not going to fight. If you're like, okay, we're not fighting now, you don't get to do damage.
Because by the time, like we said, I think they, even later on, they had windows, right? It wasn't like they were like max free full goal behind. They just needed to actually set up the plays.
Just all kind of fell apart, you know, no vision control, no macro, and no ability to fight. Who could have guessed that the 2-0 and 2 Gs